So. No.
If you know I teach, so I could probably be out there for 45 minutes.
Just
No, I won't.
hook them with the story and say, come speak to me. I've got so much more to share.
I'll go first. I don't care.
I just got a little nervous.
Oh, no.
It's gonna be so great. Honestly, I gotta get the jitters out myself first. It's like the
One too many cups of coffee after there. I had to drop me off at Mercy, and then I was like, I'm not going back now. I'm just gonna keep going. So I sat in Panera for an hour. Oh, okay.
Testing, is that good, Joanna? Okay, good morning, everyone. I really appreciate hearing the conversations already starting. Today's event is going to go until 2:30, so there will definitely be time for more conversations like the great ones that are happening. But the only structured part of our event is going to happen right now at the beginning, where we're going to ask each of the organizations that's here today to introduce themselves just briefly from this stage, just so you can all know who's here for yourself, or also for your friends. So if you're here today and you're like, my friend should be here talking to this person, learning from this person, please shoot them a text, get them here between now and 2:30. Really appreciate that. But my name is Daniel D. Hollander. My pronouns are he, him, his, and I'm the Director of Career Development in the CEO. So my office is located just down this glass hallway to my left. And yeah, we're there to help you with your career discernment, there to help you with your graduate school applications, job applications, internship search, all of that type of stuff. So if you have any questions about CEO, we'll be here and are more than happy to share what we do. But it's probably not the reason you're here today. I'm sure you're here today to talk to the wonderful partners who are joining us on campus. So we will just do brief introductions and then open up the floor for more networking and connections. So the first guest that I'd like to invite up to the stage today is actually alumna of McDaniel College, joining us from the Johns Hopkins Hospital. We're going to talk about the programs there specifically. And what you'll find with a lot of our introductions today is healthcare is huge. So we try to focus on industries, and this conversation can take us in a million directions, and we'll probably do that today. So please join me in welcoming Stacy from Johns Hopkins.
Thank you for having me. So my name is Stacy O'Brien. I did graduate from here. I was a biology major and a chemistry minor, and when I was in school, we could just, it felt like we just could do a few things, like go to medical school or go to PT schools. I knew I wanted to be in healthcare, and I graduated really not having a plan. And when I got out of school, I did a few things, and I was like, I'll go to medical school. And very quickly, I was like, I'm not sure I want to spend the next 10 years in school. And so but I still thought healthcare was super interesting, and I wanted to get involved. I wanted to be a helper, and so I really wanted to get into something. I was lucky that a family member just happened to suggest to my mother, as a lot of careers start, I think, and that I look into X-ray, and I didn't even know that was a job. And so I had one X-ray, but I did not even know that you had to go to school and that it was more than just chest X-rays. I had no idea. And I looked into it, and I went to school at the Johns Hopkins Hospital through the schools of medical imaging, and became an X-ray tech or a radiographer. There's a few names that we have. And so at the school, I'm here representing the entire school. So at the schools of medical imaging, we're certificate-based programs. We have 3 programs: radiography or X-ray, nuclear medicine, technology, and ultrasound. And so medical imaging as a career is super interesting. It's way more involved than you could ever imagine because those techs that are out there, the technologists, they do a very good job. So when you go in and have something done, it takes 2 seconds, you're in and out. You think that's easy? It is not easy. It's a lot of training. It's very technical. The way imaging has advanced in the last 20 years is just astounding. And so I would encourage you to branch out and look at all kinds of fields in the hospital system, in healthcare. Imaging itself, all the components of healthcare contribute in a way that you don't really, can really understand unless you're kind of on the inside. And so when we do our jobs really well, the clinicians do their jobs really well, and we get to the bottom line, which is better care for our patients. And so that is our goal, one of our goals at Hopkins, and I think of all healthcare providers. As an imaging technologist, I take x-rays, right? But I provide, I work on a team, I provide patient care. I can walk away, I see lots of patients, so a very fast-paced environment. And I know at the end of the day, when I was working full-time on the floor, at the end of the day, I helped somebody, right? I contributed it, even when they were in their worst, very much in pain. I really felt like I was giving back and contributing to their care at the hospital. And so I would just encourage you to, branch out, like Dana said, and if you have questions about, we have all of our programs are 18 months. We're certificate based, so you need a degree before you get here. You guys are all taking care of that, so that's great. And in 18 months, you can be in a career that's going to you can take it wherever you want. We set you up to be successful. We have 100% pass rate in the radiography program for the last, I think, 9 years, but over the last 25 years, we've had one not pass. And so we have a high success rate. And believe me, when you get out, you'll be ready to work. You'll be ready to advance in your career, train in other modalities, go into management. There's so many super options in this field that I think are kind of invisible. So please come and stop by. I'm right over here in this little house over here. Right? Thank you.
Up on that cord.
Thank you, Stacy. And I guess keeping in theme of welcoming back some alumni to campus, I would like to welcome Diane from Pivot Physical Therapy. Please join me in welcoming Diane from Pivot.
Hello, everyone. Hopefully you're awake. I am Diane Boone from Pivot. Yes, I went to what was then Western Maryland College a long time ago. Had a great time here. I was a biology major as well. I played 3 sports. Back then, you could do that. You can't do that now. You could do that back then. And that's sort of what got me interested. I knew that I wanted to go into the health field, but wasn't exactly sure what. Like she was saying, you could either go into medicine, nursing, but I wanted something else a little bit different. And I wanted to spend the rest of my life in medical school. So here we are. And they had, back then at the school, they had athletic training. So there was a lot of athletic training majors that went into athletic training, but also decided to go into physical therapy. There's a nice bond between those two services. So what I'm here to tell you about is not necessarily Pivot, although it's a great company. We're nationwide. We do outpatient PT, OT, and speech, occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and athletic training services. But just about the ancillary careers in therapy and how important they are. I mean, if you're an athlete, then you've seen, either you've been injured or you've seen somebody injured, and the role that those athletic trainers play immediately to help you all out is significant. And then when you're trying to rehab and get back to where you are, the PTs will help you out, and the athletic trainers too will help you do that. Sometimes you need a different kind of rehab, and then you go into occupational therapy. Speech therapy does a lot of cognition, swallowing, and speech vocalization problems. And so there's a whole gamut that you can choose from in those fields. Also, there's different areas that you can work. In my personal experience, I've done hospital, I've done outpatient rehab, I've done nursing home, I've been in most of the settings. And you just kind of, nobody knows what they like when they first get out of school, so they make their best guess. And maybe they love it, maybe they don't, but you're not there forever. There's opportunities galore. I mean, I am a hiring manager and I just cannot, I mean, I'm giving sign-on bonuses like you can't believe because we just don't have enough therapists. And during COVID, a lot of people, probably about my age, decided, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm done. So we had a massive amount of retirees and not enough students to fill those spots. So all the rehab fields are in need of therapists. So if you're on a biology, exercise science track, you're on the right track to get into either any of the PT schools. What's exciting is hopefully there's going to be some rehab here at McDaniel College in the near future, and that's exciting too. So, like I said, I'm Diane. I'll be right here when everybody's finished talking. If you have any questions. Also, one thing we do hire, I have all the clinics in Carroll County. We do hire students to work there as techs, which give you some experience, and you need hours in order to apply to school. So I do have a tech position open in my Westminster clinic. So if anyone is interested, let me know. Thank you.
Thank you, Diane. Thank you. Watch your step on that board.
Thank you, Diane. So Diane alluded to some of the programs that are coming to McDaniel. Let's introduce, you should all know that the folks who are here today don't know where I'm going next. So if you're nervous, you should be nervous for them. So, okay, so now I'd like to introduce folks from a program that currently exists here at McDaniel, our Master's of Science in Kinesiology. Dale, I'll pass it off to Professor Louis.
Before I get started, I guess it's only appropriate after following McDaniel grads, and hopefully nobody throws tomatoes or anything at me, but I actually got my undergrad up the road at Gettysburg College. So not really, but full disclaimer. My understanding is that our kinesiology program, MS kinesiology program here at McDaniel actually started as something of a service to the number of graduate assistant coaches and athletic trainers at McDaniel many years ago. The program has evolved quite a bit since that period of time. We still serve, obviously, graduate assistants. I think right now we probably have about 4 or 5 GAs in our program, a couple of coaches. We've had a number of people who were in athletic training right now, helping out with the athletic trainers there. Some of our recent grads, just kind of give you an idea of where people go from our program. Who are in our program, we have a number of teachers, not all PE teachers necessarily. Some are teachers who are actually thinking about moving into the PE area. Some who are in the PE area that have very little experience with the content area, since nowadays in Maryland you can pass some practice tests and you start teaching different things. We do have, as I mentioned, a number of athletic trainers, current athletic trainers. We've had a number of individuals who are either athletic directors at middle schools or high schools, or who are actually coordinating some recreation programs in different parts of this area here in general. We have an individual who started with the yoga studio with one of our internships and evolved very quickly into the manager of that yoga studio. And then she migrated into the teaching field, and I'm trying to push her right now to make a presentation to shape here in the next couple of months because she's developed some very interesting curriculum. We, of course, have individuals interested in strength and conditioning, and that ranges from individuals working with different organizations and businesses to a large number of our students are interested in starting their own business. And if you know anything about the fitness business and starting it, about 70% of those businesses fail very quickly. And in large part they fail because really not a lack of understanding of the fitness side of things, but the side of how to run that business. And so our program is one of the things that we very much try to stress to our individuals. We have students who are looking to go into perhaps PT school or some other therapy. We have students who are interested in getting some ACSM credits to help them with either certifications or, again, perhaps move on to some other graduate programs. And as some of you McDaniel students here may very well know and may be very interested in, particularly with COVID, the NCAA world has an awful lot of fifth-year students who want to be fifth-year athletes. And we actually have a number of them in our program right now. And I anticipate that will probably continue for the next couple of years here. Quickly, our program is a 30-credit program. We have 2 tracks: sport management, which is a recent development, and something we have called applied exercise science. We actually have some students who've been able to make it through that program in 1 year. Usually the fastest people are taking 5 semesters to get through that. And you really have to look at that to achieve that. But again, that's up to the individual and of course what they all have in some of their plans there. I'll just finish by indicating that we have a very experienced faculty. We have faculty, if you combine their NCAA All-Americans, they have coached over 80 some All-Americans, 6 different national champions, national record holders. We have an individual teaching nutrition for us who's in the pharmaceutical industry and actually is involved with the development of certain drugs. We have a relatively recent grad of McDaniel who I have brought on board to help teach one of our particular classes, and she's done an outstanding job. So I'd welcome you to consider our program right over here by that one red balloon there, right behind these 2 women here. I'd be glad to answer any questions you might have. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. And if you're just joining us, please come on and make yourself comfortable. We still have quite a few folks to go through, so we'll move through this as quickly as we can here. So skipping around, I'm actually going to invite our friends over there by the window from Genesee Valley Outdoor Learning Center to join us again to show the multiple directions your degrees, programs, and interests can take you. Please join me in welcoming Genesee Valley.
Zip lines across lakes and valleys, zip lines into the lakes, climbing up a telephone pole 20 feet in the air, jumping during a cowbell, walking over a wire across the water, using those same wires through the trees, climbing across, through, up, and over cargo nets in the air, making memories of a lifetime for participants while challenging their comfort zones, building relationships, and achieving great heights.
Hi, everyone. I'm Greg. This is Pete. These are some of the things we do every day at Genesee Valley. We incorporate these into our daily programming to build confidence, teamwork, and community. The moments we create help expand comfort zones and expand personal experiences. We are located on about 120 acres in northern Baltimore County. And again, our name is Genesee Valley.
During the spring at Genesee Valley, we work with a variety of groups from elementary school to college age and corporate groups. We do collegiate and club sports teams, and these programs have a fair bit of structure to them. In the mornings, we do a lot of low gains and field games with an emphasis on making stronger connections and working on their social and emotional learning. And then in the afternoon, we go out and we use our high ropes course, and that's either zip lining, climbing, rock walls, different things like that. Throughout the day, we sprinkle in conversations and we call them debriefs about what they've done, how they've achieved, what their goals are. And then at the end of the day, we come back together and do a big debrief with the entire group.
We also run 10 weeks of summer camp in Genesee Valley. This is day camp, so that means once the kids leave at the end of the day, you get to go home, relax, your weekends are free, so you're not having to watch kids in the cabins or anything like that. The age ranges are 4 to 15 years old. Activities include rock climbing, zip lining, archery, field games, arts and crafts. We do eco studies, we've got fort building, canoeing, kayaking. We also have daily swimming at one of our 2 lakes that are lifeguarded. The kids also love to interact with our farm animals. We are working farms. We've got cows, chickens, turkeys, we've got some farm dogs, and cats. While it is at its core a summer day camp, we do try to incorporate some of that team building and expanding the comfort zone stuff into our camp. On Fridays, we do camp-wide activities, so all the kids, all the age groups get together, and we do an activity. This could be a carnival we've set up. It could be trying to get a greased watermelon out of the lake. It could even be a cardboard boat race. We have multiple opportunities. So we need camp counselors, lifeguards, looking for archery instructor. We're also looking for an eco studies instructor this year.
At Genesee Valley, we require a 2-week training period, and that's at your first season that you work with us. And from that, in there, you'll learn everything from field games and yell and scream games to how to do a belay rescue from 50 feet in the air. And while your training's intense, you'll make a lot of new friends. You'll be overly prepared to make lasting memories and challenge your groups.
We also have some limited staff housing available for a very low rate. We're hiring for the spring and summer seasons, and you can apply online at geneseevalley.org, or you can visit us over at our booth over here, up near the windows. We got a QR code you can apply on the spot today. All right, thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. And please, if you're just joining us, you can come on in, take a seat anywhere you're comfortable around the room. You can also drag these gray seats back if you don't want to be right on top of the stage, but come on in wherever you're comfortable and can hear. So just going down through our list now, I'd like to invite up our partners from the City of Westminster Recreation and Parks. Please join me in welcoming our partners from Recreation and Parks.
Hi, my name is Susan Perry. I am a program coordinator with the City of Westminster, which is right here, our Recreation and Parks Department. We offer a wide variety of things in our department. We operate a pool, we have a fitness center, summer camps, and we also have a gym. We are right off Main Street, off Longwell Avenue. It's a building that looks like a castle. So if you're ever in the area, please stop by. If you'd like to have a tour, you can go through and see what other fitness classes that we also offer. But you may see us more out here on Main Street. We offer a variety of special events throughout the year. We have things like our Flower and Jazz Festival that's usually held in the spring. We have our Oyster Stroll that got rained out this year. But we also operate in the fall a huge Fall Fest, and it's a 4-day event. And that Fall Fest is actually the money that is raised is split between 4 different charities that we support here in Carroll County. So, recreation and parks. Yes, I will answer it now. It is a little bit like the show. If you've ever seen Parks and Rec, some of it is true, some of it is definitely not. We like to have a lot of fun, but in doing that, our whole purpose with Recreation and Parks is to provide the community great services and also quality of life, right? That's the whole reason why we provide all these different events and how else we can serve you. So I started actually as an art major, and my mom came to me and said, "Do you really think you're gonna make money in art?" And I said, "Well, maybe one day." And she said, "But how about taking this recreation class, this Rec 101?" And it pretty much sucked me in. So with that, I actually started taking therapeutic recreation and adaptive recreation classes. I worked in nursing homes. I've worked in before and after school programs with people with special needs. There is so many different programs and things that you can do with taking that on, and thinking Recreation and Parks just covers so many different things. So I was actually able to use some of my art background. I do a lot of marketing for our department. So whether it's flyers or banners or whatever else, that's kind of how that translated. But with some of my other skills, the community recreation is where it's at. We actually started a program this year called the Wrecking Crew, where we have people 18 and up that have special needs, that we're providing some other kind of special once a month activity for our community. So we're trying to focus on that and building that up a little bit. I've also worked with senior adults in senior centers, providing like all kinds of crazy themed events. I've also done things like worked at a nature center, providing just nature programming. I'm trying to run through the list of all the different things that I've done with thinking about how I can best serve the community. So if you have any other questions, or if you want to think about a little bit more information about recreation and parks, our booth is right around the corner. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. Okay. Yeah, so we are very fortunate to be joined by a lot of students right now, and I definitely want to make sure we get to the point where we are connecting and networking and speaking one-to-one. So not to shortchange our remaining folks, but from the stage, we'll just be a little briefer with our comments, and then we'll definitely get all these folks interacting as soon as possible. So next, I'd like to introduce Cindy from Carroll Lutheran Village. Please join me. We got a full room. We should have a.
I will keep this short. My name is Cindy Please. I'm the Director of Talent Acquisition at Carroll Lutheran Village. We are a retirement community about 3 miles away, super convenient. We offer independent living. We have an assisted living and a skilled nursing facility. So if anyone is interested in getting into a nursing program, we are always looking for geriatric nursing assistants and RNs or LPNs. We also do have a resident life program for our independent living residents. So we offer swim classes, aerobics, yoga, those type of classes if you're interested in kinesiology. We also have a therapy department, PT, OT, and speech therapy that we offer both inpatient and outpatient. And then if you're just looking for a part-time position, we have culinary positions and other driving positions to take residents from here and there within the community where you can earn some extra money. And we offer scholarships. So if you work a certain number of hours for our organization, you would be eligible for different scholarships towards your college or, or further licensing and certificates that you might want to get in your program. So I'm right over there, and come see me if you're interested in working with seniors.
Okay. Next, I'd like to introduce our friend Angie from Lethbridge. Please join me.
Hi, my name is Angie Bagel. I am an alum of McDaniel as well, both undergrad and grad programs here. So happy to be here today. I am a senior talent acquisition consultant with Lethbridge Health, and part of that is Carroll Hospital, specifically here in Westminster. Carroll is one of the 5 hospitals within the Lethbridge Health system. It's the only one here in Carroll County. Our other hospitals and all of our offices are located in Baltimore City and Baltimore County area as well. We are really excited to be partnering with McDaniel, hopefully in the very near future, as they're working on the development of their new nursing program. So something we're very excited about. But we just want to be able to connect with students, talk with you about opportunities both in healthcare and in other fields. Healthcare systems are really their own large businesses, so we cover positions and different types of roles across all spectrums of backgrounds. We have accounting, we have food services, we have social work, all different kinds of things really are made up of that healthcare system. So we'll be happy to talk to you today. I'm over here in the corner by the orange couches. We'd love to talk with you more about opportunities that we have here at Carroll Hospital now while you're a student, and opportunities that could be available after graduation also.
Thank you so much, and welcome back. We'll stay with our Angie team and invite Ms. Angie up from Nurse Links. Round of applause, please.
I'm Angie Thomas. I'm an occupational therapist. I work in a variety of settings. I'm here today as the marketer for Nurse Links. So we are a home care and staffing agency. We hire caregivers, nursing assistants, all the way up to registered nurses. And we provide short-term coverage for local facilities in case somebody has a call out or a maternity leave. We're able to cover any sort of position in the nursing field. And then we also have home care here in Carroll County. We have caregivers, also nursing techs and RNs in the home as well. And we have very flexible schedules. So if anybody is interested in being a caregiver currently, we can work around your class schedule. I was a caregiver during college, and it was a great segue into the healthcare industry after. So I'm over here, and again, I'm Angie with Nurse Links.
Okay, moving down our list here, I would like to introduce Ms. Marie from GBMC Orthoptic Fellowship. I've learned so much about, it's my first time saying so many words, new words here.
Yeah, so I'm Maureen Flanagan. I am going to tell you about something you've probably never heard of, a field that's really, really great. It's in ophthalmology. It's called orthoptics. So orthoptics, if you can think about it, comes from two Greek words, ortho, meaning straight. So you've heard of like orthodontics, orthopedics, but then the optics part gives you the eyes or the vision. So basically we deal with patients who have crossed eyes, lazy eyes, usually that's children, and then adults who have double vision. We are a 2-year postgraduate, so you need to have a bachelor's degree, but really we're a hands-on, so it's called a fellowship, so you really learn by doing. There's also lectures and workshops, but we're a great, again, very, very small field, in demand. There's not a lot of us in the country, so you can definitely get a job. Starting salaries are really good. So if you're interested in healthcare and not really sure what you want to do, if you don't want to go, again, to medical school and spend all the money and all the time, we're a really good field where you can have a lot of patient interaction and really, really make a difference in people's lives. If you can help someone who's dealing with double vision, it's very, very rewarding. So I'm right over there. You can come talk to me if you're interested in, again, a healthcare career where you're really seeing patients and helping people.
Thank you. And next, I'd like to invite our friend from down the street from Carroll Community College Physical Therapy Assistant Program, Sharon.
I'll sit. Thank you. Yeah, I'm fine. I had a hip replacement. It's not as strong as it should be because I was a very poor physical therapy.
She was. I
was.
treated her.
I was very poor. So that was embarrassing enough. I can't embarrass myself anymore. I work in the physical therapist assistant program at Carroll Community College, which is right around the corner. A physical therapist assistant is a clinician that works one-on-one with people in a physical therapy setting. Our program is 16 months long. You enter in the fall of one year and graduate in the December of the following year. You can do almost anything that you want to do. As a clinician myself, I think the only thing that I haven't done is home health. I've done inpatient, outpatient, rehab, pediatrics, a little bit of aquatics. I worked for a short time in hippotherapy, which is the use of horses in treating patients. The program at Carroll is 16 months long. Our classes are on Tuesday and Thursday all day. So a lot of our students have to continue to work. And so that schedule seems to work for them. If you have a kinesiology or exercise science degree, you've already fulfilled all of our prerequisites. Our students once they graduate in December, that you have to take the licensure exam. And in 2 of the last 3 years, 100% of our students have passed the licensure exam on their first try. So for any of you who are going into a field that requires licensure, ask that question. You want to know what the first time pass rate is. It costs about $700 for somebody to be able to pay the state and the licensing entity and the test taking people. You don't want to fail and have to come back again. So what I would really encourage you to do is come and visit us. Come in, I'm right over here. Come sit in on the lab. Talk to the students, okay? They're very chatty. They will tell you anything that you want to know. You know, can I work? Can I have kids while I'm in this program? What is it like? What is the faculty like? So for more information, please just come over and see me. More than happy to have you come and visit and see what we're all about. Thank you. Sorry? Oh, I'm fine.
Thank you, Sharon. Just a few organizations left. Next, would like to introduce our friend Piper from National Rural Health Association.
So, hi everybody, my name is Piper Martin. I'm the Program Services Coordinator at the National Rural Health Association. I help run the National Rural Oral Health Initiative, which is a mouthful, I know, and the State Rural Health Association work. Our mission is really to provide leadership in the rural health issue areas through communication, advocacy, research, and education. And our goal is to provide help with rural health issues to the 60 million Americans that call rural home. Some of the topic areas that we are currently fighting for is to improve our strong rural health infrastructure, improve the rural health workforce, and fight for rural health equity. So if you have any questions, I also recently just graduated from college in May. So if you have any college questions, college to career questions, master's school students questions, I'm here. I'm over right there with the green chair. So please come talk.
Next, I'd like to introduce our friend who's joining us from Washington, D.C. today, from Trinity Washington University School of Nursing and Public Health Professions. Did I get that right, or you're going to focus? Okay. Ms. Lisa Simmons.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lisa Simmons. I am an occupational therapist, so I'm loving hearing all of the rehabilitation fields here. I am a program director of our Masters of Occupational Therapy program at Trinity Washington University. We have a Masters of Occupational Therapy program. We have a Bachelor's of Science in Occupational Therapy Assistant. We also have a Master's of Public Health, and we have a Master's of School Counseling and a Master's of Clinical Mental Health Counseling. As an occupational therapist, I would love to talk to you more about our occupational therapy program. Trinity Washington University is located in Northeast DC. I am from Howard County, so I love coming to Maryland. So thank you for allowing me to come back to my state. So yeah, I'm over there. Come and have a conversation, learn about occupational therapy, learn about public health. I love talking about the other rehab professions too, because I love getting people into physical therapy and speech therapy as well. So come have a conversation.
Thank you so much. And then last but not least, I believe, joining us from even further than Washington, D.C. is Jason from Nova Southeastern University. So Jason, I think we can hear you. You want to give it a shot?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. My name is Jason Marche. I am a Senior Associate Director of Graduate Admissions from Nova Southeastern University, coming to you from the sunny state of Florida today. If you're not familiar with Nova Southeastern University, we are the largest private research university in Florida. We do many things well academically, but definitely one of our strengths is in the health science area. So as you think about your continued education and your professional aspirations, if you desire to become a doctor, an optometrist, a pharmacist, a dentist, you're interested in becoming an occupational therapist, a physical therapist, a speech language pathologist, audiologist, physician assistant, anesthesiologist assistant, and many, many, many other programs. We have amazing academic programs that I would love to talk to you about today. That is, if you can handle, being down here in our sunny 85-degree weather that we're having today. But it's my pleasure to be with you.
Rub it in. Rub it in, Jason. Hey, we got sweater weather going on. No. So thank you. Did I forget anyone? Did I miss anyone? Okay, thank you all. It's so great that we have so many partners here on campus. It's so great that we've got so many students here on campus during this event. So please, now this is an open networking opportunity to ask questions, make connections. I know several of you entered and probably did not get one of these handouts. I do have extras. So if you did not get a handout listing the majority of the folks that are here today, please come see me. But now we are open for just chatting until about 2:30 today. So thank you all for being here today. Thank you. Come on in, everyone. Did anyone need one of these? I just pass them up.
Hey,
got most of it.
How are you?
How are you? My name It's got most of the organizations on there. I just printed some.
Is there an email I can contact you at?
Oh, right here.
Okay. Is there an email I can contact you at specifically?
Absolutely. So my email address is B as in boy, A R S as in Sam, H-A-Y at Europa.edu.
Oh gosh, no, it's great. It's great. This is great.